Red vs. Blue Restoration is finally here, and it was everything I could have hoped for. For starters, I want to say thank you RoosterTeeth for not giving up on this series, and allowing Bernie to return to write this because holy cow, it was amazing. Spoilers ahead if you haven't seen it yet. I will be using a lot of footage from the actual season. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and leaving a like if you are interested in seeing more videos like this. I am thinking of starting a review series, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's jump right in. Yes, they released the final season as a full-length film with a runtime of 1 hour and 25 minutes. Almost the same runtime as Season 7 with an hour and 33 minutes. For a season that long, it wrapped everything up nicely. From Simmons getting a promotion, Caboose getting closure to Church's passing, Wash acknowledging his mental state, and Griff finally getting discharged thanks to Simmons. This final season gave every single character closure, and honestly, I am happy with where they went for this season. They all deserve this happy ending, especially Church. You finally got to see Tex, who finally said on screen that her name is Allison Church. First, the writing was really well written, unlike the previous seasons, mainly seasons 16 and 0. Thanks to Bernie, this show was redeemed by delivering nothing but fan service and nostalgia. From comedy to drama, Bernie showed us that he still got it. Matt was also in this as the lead director, and he did great. He really directed them on how to deliver lines, what the machinimators should do, and what locations they should film. They both returned and delivered an amazing finale to a 21-year-old long-running web series. Secondly, I was so happy when Church reassured us and the team that he was just a recording based on millions of simulations he ran during the end of Season 13. Something that was called back to when Delta was captured by the Meta back in Season 6. Now, there's not much really to say about him, but he did send the team off with everything they needed to know on how to defeat the Meta, and in the end, he was really worried about them. I will miss Church, but at least now he can finally rest. Moving on to the character development, we need to discuss the one character that had the best development within the Reds and Blues, besides Tucker. Sarge. He clutched it like a badass. He went from doing this for a little title to doing this because someone needed help and he answered. He went back to save Caboose because he was one of them. Sarge's death was the key moment in this season that led everyone to their next step in life and growth as a character. He finally told Griff the truth during his passing that he cared about him and saw potential in him. He apologized for being so hard on him. And thanks to that, Griff took what Sarge said to heart and decided to stay behind to help Simmons and Caboose defeat the Meta, even though Simmons told him that he was discharged and he can leave whenever he feels like. Because of Sarge, Simmons was also able to become a leader and finally step up as a damn good one too. And as for Caboose, he finally accepted that death is something we cannot escape, and so, instead of bringing back his best friend, he brings back Agent Texas to help them win. Another thing I want to point out is the biggest plot twist, because holy cow, Doc is actually dead? What? I cried so hard when I found out that Doc has been gone. The one that we've been watching from the beginning of this season was just Wash's imagination. He felt so guilty about what happened to him on Chorus that he couldn't accept the fact that he was really gone. Wash has gone through so much shit that he doesn't even know if he's going to be okay. Thankfully, though, he has Carolina to help him get through it. You know, granted, even though she didn't make that much of an appearance this season finale, but she still did a lot of cool stuff towards the end. And then can we just take a moment and appreciate Kathleen Zelch returning as Agent Texas? She did a phenomenal job delivering her final lines of dialogue. I don't really know how I can describe what I was feeling during that time, but I was super happy when they played her iconic theme when she went through the teleporter to get her black armor coating. I mean, when Tex came back, she definitely improved as well, thanks to Caboose, as he made sure that she was not someone who was based on failure, but instead someone who has kicked their ass time and time again and won. She even made sure that after everything was over, she would have Caboose destroy the capture unit, putting an end to a repeating cycle. As for the animation, this is where the .5 is. It would have been a solid 10 out of 10 if the animation was a bit more improved and a little more blended in with the game mechanics. There weren't really a lot of cool fights, as they were more running, jumping, getting grabbed by the neck, and unnecessary openings, like this one. While the intro was kinda lame, it was alright, I guess, for the opening to this season finale. Granted, I wish we would have gotten something more interesting, like how Tucker's slowly losing control of the suit after the fight on Chorus. Some scenes did not need animation, but I guess this is what the direction they wanted to go towards, which I guess I can't complain about. At least it's not as ugly as Zero's animation. Then again, that version was fully animated. Anyway, I know there are a lot of people who have something to complain about, but the reason why I say 9.5 out of 10 is because even though this season had some problems, it was better than not having anything at all from Rooster Teeth. Plus, Bernie did everyone a favor and ended the show in a way he saw fit. We should be happy that we lived long enough to see such a fabulous show get a proper send-off from the creator himself, not some random guy next in line to play with the show. Even after everything that happened with Rooster Teeth shutting down, they gave all of us a moment to feel happy that we are witnessing something beautiful, and sad to see a show leave our childhood. I am not going to say goodbye to Red vs. Blue, as it is a show I will love and hold close to my heart. It may be over, but that doesn't mean we can't just grab a nice cold beverage and rewatch from the beginning. Sure, we know how it ends, but that doesn't stop us from enjoying the story once more. My name is Papa Thuli, aka Jonah, and this has been my thoughts and feelings about Red vs. Blue Restoration. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, and good night.